Anyway, can I tell this story about this mum?
I'll
who was
allow it.
Horny.
Huh? Horny?
Just like
Horny mums.
As I mention every time we do a podcast,
Yeah.
lived in America for 12 months. I lived with a few different families.
Mm-hmm.
One of them I lived with. What?
I just think that there would be a lot of horny freaks getting exchange kids.
No, this is not about me at all.
Oh, okay. Boring.
Totally unrelated to me.
Right. Have I laughed at something that's just going to be about someone getting molested?
No.
That's good.
It's crazy. So I don't want to give too much information away about these people, but they were an older couple with a daughter. Daughter was my age. And they were worried about me coming to their house because they thought I'd try something with a daughter.
Mm-hmm. So they looked at you and they were like, "Oh, he's on her level. We better keep them away from each other."
Anyway,
because there's no way either of these two could ever find anyone else. That's what they meant by doing that.
Father love him to bits. Nah, not true, but he was all right. The mum was a real cow. And
really? An actual cow?
Moo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so this daughter, let's call her Sarah, started dating this guy.
Yeah.
Let's call him
Mitch.
Mitch was like average looking. Sarah is like a 3. They're dating and
a 3 is really low.
Spending a lot of time together.
That's as ugly. A 3 is as ugly as you can get before you start getting disabled and deformed.
And Mitch didn't have a mum, so only had a dad. And the dad was always at this house. This is when I was living with them. The dad, Mitch, Sarah, and the mum were always hanging out, right?
Mm.
Then the mum and Mitch's dad started having an affair.
Nice. Awesome.
They started like having sex in the house when the dad wasn't home. Like Sarah's dad wasn't home.
Right.
And then everyone
But the kids were.
The kids knew about this.
So it was like a double date.
We talk about this at school.
That's crazy.
I remember saying
I swear Americans' affairs are like hectic.
I remember saying to Sarah at school one day, I was like, isn't it a bit weird that your mum and so-and-so are spending so much time together? And she's like, yeah, but that's all right. I was like, what about your dad? And she's like, what he doesn't know won't hurt him.
So you're expecting your children to keep a secret about cheating on their mum,
which I think worked in Sarah and Mitch's benefit because that meant they got a lot of alone time together.
Oh, so it was like if you snitch on me cheating on dad, I'll snitch on you having sex at all.
Yes.
Right.
And we're like very American that like Sarah's sex life was something I did hear about.
Mm.
We were only young. We were only teenagers. Anyway, then I need a name for this guy. Michael finds out. Let's say the dad. Dad finds out.
It's getting confusing. Yeah.
Old man dad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then me and a friend are talking to him about this. And he's drunk and he starts going, well, it doesn't matter because her pussy looks like a stamped on cow patty. He's like, yeah, every time we have sex, I just think about how revolting it is. And it's just describing the smell of it.
Oh, no! It also smells like a cow patty.
And me and my friend.
Dude, some people hate their wives. It's so crazy. I hate this bitch in it, disgusting, stinky puss.
And then I moved to a house on the same street with much nicer people. And one day...
Hang on, how old are you?
I was 16 at the time.
And this old man is talking about how much he hates his wife's pussy to a child.
He used to tell me about, like, we'd be driving. He'd be like, oh, yeah, back in the day, I used to use these fingers. And he'd like be like driving and going like, I used to do that and it would drive them crazy.
That's so
I was like,
wild.
oh, okay. I have to be nice to you because I live in your house.
Yeah, that's hectic.
Anyway, good.
I do feel like the type of person to have an exchange kid is weird.
We had a few exchange students stay it out. I went through a program.
Are you normal?
Called I went through an exchange program called Rotary, so most of it's like paid for. It's for people who don't have much money.
Yeah.
And it's all kind of done on a volunteer basis on both sides. So when I got back,
So it's kind of charity for the host family. Well, they get money.
No, the host family are giving charity.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. No, the host family don't get money, but the student gets like equivalent to $50 a week allowance.
Right. Because in my school, this is funny. There was this this girl that just, like they weren't bullied, but they were just raised weird.
Yeah.
So it wasn't possible for people to be friends with them because they were so strange because they were raised so weird.
Yeah.
So it was like the whole year level had an agreement. Be nice because she's weird as fuck because her family's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
And that family had an exchange student who was maybe Korean or Chinese, I can't remember. And that student, I think it was Korean or Chinese, and you know what they're like. It takes a lot for like a nice, respectful Korean Chinese kid who doesn't speak English that well to complain about anything.
Oh, no.
But after a couple of months, the kid got moved out of that family and placed with another. Like they scrambled. I think they pulled them out and then were like, someone needs to take this kid or they're going back to China or Korea or whatever.
Yeah.
And it will fuck up their whole year. So they moved them out. And then we end up finding out like a month later that like no one in the whole family showered. No one in the family showered. There was no food in the house ever. Like this kid wasn't fed. There were no clothes. They never like took them anywhere because they just didn't ever do anything as a family because they were just like a weird hobbit hermit family. And I think they were, in my school at least, I think the host families got money to have the kids. So they were kind of just trying to stack up as many Korean exchange students as they could for money.
That's so
and then
funny.
we're just like leaving them and ignoring them.
Yeah.
Because, it's like, especially for someone who doesn't speak English very well, it's an opportunity for them to like learn English and engage in like an English speaking culture so they can get better at English. And they just shoved them in the corner for 2 months and
That's awful.
no one showered.
That is weird.
So weird.
But it's a big part of it's just like every family is totally different.
Every family's weird compared to your family. Yeah.
I lived with 4 families, and one family I was like, I've run out of deodorant.
Mm.
Can we get some?
Yeah.
And the host mother goes, nah, we don't wear deodorant in this house. It's natural.
In this house.
I was like,
you're not allowed to wear deodorant.
I was like, that's disgusting. I'm like a 16-year-old sweaty boy. It's awful. Not going to school with sweaty pits.
Yeah, that's gross. That makes you less friends.
Yeah.
You'd be the weird, stinky Australian kid.
Yeah.
This fucking Aussie kid stinks.
And a lot of like the weirdness that came on my exchange was just like the family's not providing, not intentionally not providing me anything, but just like not providing me with an opportunity to buy new clothes when it became summer. So I'm like going to school in winter clothes because it's all I've got.
Yeah.
And people are like, why are you in jeans? It's 40 degrees. I'm like, I can't control this. Sorry.
I'm not allowed to. And you feel weird because it's not your mum and dad.
Yeah.
Can I go and buy shorts, please?
My mum will send me money. Please let me buy shorts. But exchange students are funny. We had, when I came back to kind of give back, we ended up, I think, hosting 3 exchange students.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was only because she was with us for like 3 nights. She was getting sent back home to some European country because she was caught smoking dope.
Yeah.
And you can't do that on exchange.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
And so she got sent to our house before she got sent home. And she comes into my room one day, like we're hanging out, and she's like, look, if you can get me weed, I'll suck your dick. And I was like, I can't get you weed. You can't suck my dick. And then we had a guy from Switzerland who was awesome.
Yeah.
And then we had a girl from Austria, but in typical like German Austrian fashion, she had no sense of humor and no ability to understand no ability to understand where someone else is coming from. In Australia, we call...
Dude, there was an Austrian kid who I was really good friends with for like a month who was on exchange.
Yeah.
And we sat next to each other in every class we were in, talked to each other all the time, and got in a month. And he was like Austrian, so he was pretty reserved and short with people and with me as well. But I really liked him. And then one day we're messing around, I'm telling jokes, and I said something along the lines of like, oh, we're friends. And he went, no.
Yeah.
I'm not your friend.
Yes.
And it fucking really hurt my feelings that I thought this guy who just had a poor English liked me, but he didn't speak English well enough to express that he thought I was really fucking annoying until one day he just said, we're not friends. Leave me alone.
So funny. That's just what Austrian German people are like.
Yeah.
And this girl, like she got really hung up on the definition of bread/toast, because in Germany toast is bread and bread is something else. And so we'd be having like toast in the morning, and she's like, that's not toast, that's bread. And my mum used to crack the shit. She'd be like, just fucking eat the breakfast.
Wait, she didn't want to have toast?
No,
it wasn't cooked enough?
No, that was the food was fine. It was what we called it was the problem, because technically, according to the Austrians, whatever it wasn't toast.
Right. Well, I've had enough of authoritarian Austrians.
Yeah.
And I think we all have.
And last thing on this girl, sweet girl, made no friends. We didn't really like her. But my mum at the time, well, of course, was trying to do every weekend we'd do something.
Yes.
So we'd go watch my sister play football, which was supposed to be like a cool thing for this exchange student to see. Like, oh, look, there's a...
Like AFL.
AFL.
Yeah.
And like women are playing it. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
She never cared. She sat in the car reading every time, which is just very rude.
Yeah.
And one time it was like a day like this, like it's not super cold, but bring a jacket.
Yeah.
And we're going out, and my mum's just like, may as well bring a jacket. She's just like called upstairs. It might be cold. And I won't say her name, but she like called out. She's like, it's not cold enough for a jacket. And my mum was just like, I don't fucking care if you bring a jacket. I was just being nice.
That's a good one, slurring at the exchange kid.
Oh, my mum really didn't like it. Okay, last one. We're driving one day. I was in the front seat.
Yeah.
No, I might have been driving actually. I might have been on my L's, and exchange student was in the back seat. Mum was passenger seat. Mum had a box of tissues at the front, and the exchange student just kept going. My mum hates that, and my mum gets the box of tissues and just throws it out. Blow your nose.
Nice. That's good. Piffing shit at the exchange student because you think she's a bitch, but she's just Austrian.
No, we took good care of her.
I am sorry. It is just mein demeanor.
Oh, she was so...
Ich habe einen stern demeanor.
Anyway, that's all I've got on exchange students. What do you think of Canberra?